All right, yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a pleasure to have you. Do well to stay with your God in this particular year 2024, though you can't do it without God. Now, in this video, we are going to look at the Group B of the African Cup of Nations 2023. Brilliant analysis of all the teams in Group B, starting from Egypt to Ghana to Cape Verde, and then a little on Mozambique. Now, which are the key players, or who are the key players in all these teams? What are the probable starting 11 for all these teams? What is the history for these teams coming into this particular African Cup of Nations? Which players can actually change the game for them in difficult times? We are going to bring you all the updates and exclusive news in this particular one. Do want to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. Thank you very much for staying. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. The first game in the group will be on the 14th of January. Egypt will play versus Mozambique, and Ghana will play versus Cape Verde. And then Ghana, the second games will be Ghana versus Egypt, and then Mozambique versus Cape Verde will also be there. And the last game, Ghana versus Mozambique, Egypt versus Cape Verde. Now, Egypt, the group leaders, as of now, of course, they are the first in the group, then Ghana follows, and then the rest. They won the inaugural AFCON in 1957. Egypt has also won 3 consecutive AFCONs, 2006, 2008, and 2010. In fact, 2010 is the last time they won, so they are going 14 years without winning. 14 years solid without winning. This year is 14. So they have to try their best to win it this year. In fact, in recent times, they've gone to the finals in 2017 and then 2021. 2017, Cameroon beat them 2-1. 2021, they lost on penalties to Senegal. So yes, Egypt, they are also the country that have hosted the most AFCON tournaments 5 times. 3 of them, they ended up being crowned champions over there. Yes, so Rio Victoria is Victoria is their coach, and one of the key players to watch obviously is Mohamed Salah. If you are talking about key player to watch and a player that can change the game for Egypt Football Club anytime they are playing, obviously you can talk about Mohamed Salah. He's been doing very well for them with his international appearances. 53 goals in 93 appearances for them. That is very, very impressive over there. Mohamed Salah is still trying his very best to win the African Cup of Nations for Egypt. When you go to his club level, Liverpool, of course, everybody knows how good Mohamed Salah is. The number of goals he scored for Liverpool, and he's just so good over there. Now, apart from Mohamed Salah, there are other names that can be tricky, or players who are key to watch. We have Mohamed Abdelmonem. Solid defender for Al Ali. He's just 24 years old and a very dependable defender. He breaks through last edition of the African Cup of Nations, and this time he's one of the dependable defenders they are going to have at their back. Mohamed Trezeguet of Trabzonspor is also the good old Mohamed Trezeguet is also one of the key players to watch in this particular Egyptian team. Attacking midfielder Mohamed Trezeguet of Trabzonspor. Now, this player Omar Mamouche of Eintracht Frankfurt is one of the key players to watch, and he's actually a fine and a fantastic player. I think he'll be one of the surprising names in the tournament of African Cup of Nations 2023. He plays for Eintracht Frankfurt, has 7 goals in 15 appearances in the Bundesliga. 7 goals in 15 appearances, 4 goals in the Conference League, and then 1 goal in the DFB Pokal. In all, he has 13 goals for Eintracht Frankfurt this season, and he is doing very well. He has 4 goals for the Egyptian national team, 4 goals for the Egyptian senior national team. Omar Mamouche, yes, a lot of people have compared him to Mohamed Salah, to be the successor for Mohamed Salah in the Egyptian senior national team. Yes, so probable lineup for Egypt going to the AFCON is Mohamed El Shanari, Mohamed Hani, Ali Gabriel, Mohamed Abdelmonem, Ahmed Fattah, Zico, Zizo, Mohamed El Neni. Yes, of course, Mohamed El Neni is also one of the players to watch. Arsenal midfielder, but normally doesn't play for Arsenal. But when it comes to Egypt, the Pharaohs of Egypt, he is one of the best, or one of the names they will always rely on. Hamdi Fati, and then Mahmoud Trezeguet, Mohamed Salah, and then Mustafa Muhammad. Yes, so that's it about Egypt. Now the next team is Ghana Black Stars. In the same group, Group B, Ghana, the last time we won the African Cup of Nations was in 1982. 42 years since we won, and it's been very, very difficult for us to win. In fact, in 2015, we went to the final. In 2010, we were also in the final of the African Cup of Nations, and that is how things were over there. In recent times, it's been very bad for Ghana. 2021, we were eliminated out of the group stages. Yes, we couldn't qualify from the group in 2021 in Cameroon, and then also in 2019 we failed to qualify to the quarterfinals. We were eliminated in the round of 16 by Tunisia. So it's been difficult for the Ghana Black Stars in recent times. Now Ghana is coming to this particular competition with their coach as Chris Hughton, former Brighton and Hove Albion, a manager who has coached in the English Premier League for some time now and has been doing very well. Also experienced manager, plays 4-2-3-1 formation. The probable 11 for Ghana Black Stars coming into this AFCON, of course, is Lawrence Atizigi as the goalkeeper, the right back Dennis Odoi, left back Gideon Mensah. The 4 and 5 is either Salisu Mohammed Amate and Daniel Amate, or Amate and Jiku, Salisu and Jiku and whoever. Okay, those 3 central defenders are our best central defenders. Likely we are going to get 2 players from them to start for us. In the midfield, you have somebody like Saleh Samed Abdul, Majid Ashimeru, and then Mohamed Kudus as the number 10 of the team. And then the striking, the forward line, we have Jordan Ayew on the right, Inaki Williams or Antoine Semenyo as the number 9, and then Osman Bukari or Joseph Pencil as the left winger. Now, the key players to watch with the Black Stars is one, of course, Mohamed Kudus, one of the, in fact, the topmost key player to watch. He's expected to change the game for the Black Stars and make the Black Stars enjoy the game and win games. In fact, he's in inform for West Ham United. December, player of the month of December, he's been nominated in the English Premier League. He scored 4 goals for West Ham United in the English Premier League in the month of December. So he's coming into this tournament with huge form, and that is what Mohamed Kudus brings on the table. He brings dribbles, he brings goals, he brings assists. Mohamed Kudus, fantastic player. For the Black Stars also, he's been scoring some number of goals for the senior national team, and that is how things are. So yes, Ghana Black Stars, first player to watch Mohamed Kudus, next player Jordan Ayew, Crystal Palace legend of the Black Stars, an experienced player for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. He's also in form for Crystal Palace and has been doing very well for Crystal Palace. The next player is when you go to the defense, Mohamed Salisu. Mohamed Salisu is also a very dependable defender for the Black Stars of Ghana. Scored his first goal for Ghana in a friendly game versus Switzerland. In the World Cup also, 2022 FIFA World Cup, he scored a goal for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. So Mohamed Salisu, player for AS Monaco, formerly was playing for Southampton in the English Premier League, moved to AS Monaco. Very solid defender who is going to do very well for the Black Stars of Ghana in the African Cup of Nations 2023 at the back. So Mohamed Salisu, the next player to watch. The other players are there, of course. There is Captain Dede Ayew, who will be among the players with the most appearances in the African Cup of Nations. And also there are other players coming into this tournament who can make the difference for Ghana. So that is it about Ghana Black Stars in the African Cup of Nations. What are your thoughts, comments, views, opinions about all the issues, all the things I'm discussing with you? Let me know all your comments, views in the comment section of this particular video. Now, Cape Verde is the next team in a group, and I'm going to look at them. They have 4 appearances in the African Cup of Nations FIFA World Ranking. As of December 2023, they are on the 73rd position, and they were runners up in Group B on the road to the African Cup of Nations. Burkina Faso beat them 2-0. Cape Verde beat Togo 2-0. Cape Verde drew 0-0 with Eswatini. Cape Verde beat Eswatini 1-0. Cape Verde beat Burkina Faso 3-1 and lost 3-2 to Togo. Their key players is Ryan Mendes. Ryan Mendes is 33 years of age and he's a player for Faith Karagumrek. 2 goals in 13 games in the league for Faith Karagumrek, 33 years of age. The next player for Cape Verde is Gary Rodriguez, MKE Ankaraguku, 33 years of age, also 1 goal in 14 games plus 3 assists. Yes, Gary Rodriguez. Yes, so former Manchester United forward Thiago Manuel Diaz Bebe has also been named in a Cape Verde squad for the 2023 African Cup of Nations, and he's one of the key players to watch. He's currently a player for Rayo Vallecano in the Spanish La Liga with 2 goals in 14 appearances. The Portugal-born switched nationality to represent the country of his parents in 2022. Although he was expected to make the team for the 2021 African Cup of Nations, which was held in Cameroon last year, he was not involved. But this time he will be involved for the senior for Cape Verde. Cape Verde, the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde. Yes, so these are the all the things you have to know about these teams, all right. But then Mozambique is the last team in the group, and they are expected to be the Whipping Boys. They're not really going to pull any surprises. We are not expecting them to pull any surprises. So, but of course, they are also representing their 4th African Cup of Nations appearance. They've not been consistent throughout the years, but they also have some few names which are all these experienced players who can do very well for them, Mozambique. But then I just don't want to waste a lot of time on them. Thank you very much for staying with us and joining us for yet another update. Do all to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select, or leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section. It's always a pleasure to have you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.